Hey guys, I'm Aditya Rapsan and welcome back to my channel Younger Coding. So in today's video we are gonna make this wonderful sign up form by using HTML and CSS. As you can see, I also have 4 links like Google, Microsoft, Apple and Slack and in the bottom. So let's get started making this. First of all, I am gonna add a section tag under in there. Every will be there. I use a div.class will be login form, then I add up input, its type will be text and placeholder will be enter your email. After giving that, I forgot to add a h2 tag before input, then I added it will be login for account. After this it will I'm gonna use a div.text class. In text class I am gonna use a p tag in there. It will be by signing I am agree to the terms and services and accepting the web page. Then I am after giving that I am also gonna use another div and its class will be bar, and in there I'm gonna use span. Then I'm gonna use p tag in there, it will be or, and I'm gonna also use, and in there value will be nothing, and I'm also gonna use a div.other links that will show other links. In there I'm gonna use a, and I have some links of logo of some like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Slack. So and I am also added a p tag under the a tag, and it will be continue with Google. So I'll copy this line and adding for additional time I will changing the name of the icons and the name of the p tag, and the final will be continue with Google, continue with Microsoft, and continue with Apple, and last of all continue it will be Slack. And then at last I'm gonna use another div.class, and it will be, sorry I forgot to, it will be not login, it will be sign up. In their class will be login, and I is gonna use a p tag. It will be under that it will value will be already have an account. Then I'm also gonna use a tag for login, and text will be login. So we are done with our HTML. So let's head to the CSS, and display will be flex in body, justify content will be center, and align items also be center. And to make it in the center, min height will be 100 vs. So I'm also gonna copy the login form class. In there its height will be 700 pixels, width will be 500 pixels, and border will be 2 pixels solid and black for now to having. Then I am also gonna copy this display flex, justify content, and align items. So and flex direction will be column, that's come in columns. After done this, sorry, it will be in section, not in the class login form. So now I'm gonna targeting the login form. In there margin top left will be 40 pixels and margin right will be 20 pixels, and I'm also gonna a demo border use. For that I gave a height and make height and width. So its height will be 650 pixels. For me it's good. So I'm also gonna copy display flex, justify content, and align items and flex direction but I have to change the justify content to start, that the everything will starts from top. Then I'm also gonna targeting in login from h2, and it's there in there letter spacing will be 1 pixels, font size will be 1.8 em, and font weight will be 700, that make kind of bolder. After this margin bottom will be 30 pixels and then we are done. I am gonna targeting login from input. Its height will be 37 pixels and width will be 90%. It's so good. and padding left will be 10 pixels. That placeholder come in our right 10. Then I'm also gonna use border to 1.898 pixels solid RGB. I am gonna adding this same border from everywhere. So, and in their border radius will be 4 and box sizing will be border box and outline will be none. So I'm gonna use copy this and I will paste it and gonna use focus. Its focus means if we click on that, the border will be the same as the main it was from like. So then I am gonna copy the line, as you can see. Then after done this, we are gonna targeting dot div dot text and it's will also be the 990 pixels and font size will be 0.8 em and margin left will be 2 pixels and 5 pixels is good for me, and sorry, 88 pixels is good width for me, and margin top will be 4 pixels. I am gonna targeting the bar and its margin top will be 20 pixel display flex and justify content space between, and dot bar span its color will be AQ. I can't pronounce that, whatever. Dot bar span I am gonna use after tag, after then content will be nothing, position absolute, height will be 1 and width will be 100% and background will be the same RGB and left will be 0, top will be 10 pixels. That's I made a line. Like you can also use ASR tag in bar. So whatever in bar I am also gonna targeting the dot bar P and its left and right margin will be 4 pixels. I forgot to add a button after the dot text class, so I added and I gave a class name which will be btn. So I'm gonna targeting in CSS and its height will be and height will be the same and width also will be the same as like input box 37 pixels and 95% and margin top will be 10 pixels and back border radius will be 8 pixels for button. It's always good, and background will be black and color will be white. So I am gonna copy the border of input and gonna paste it in the btn class. So after done this, I am gonna use font size to 1.3 em and font weight will be 600. So if we click on the hover on the button, background will be lighter than black and cursor pointer in btn. So I use font weight to 500. Then I am gonna targeting the other links. So I'm gonna copy the class name and paste in the CSS button. In their CSS button, display will be flex and flex direction will be column because I need to shape it. And after this, and border will be 1.99 pixels solid RGB. I'm also gonna use gap to 10 pixels and other links, and in there I give a tag. I'm gonna targeting that and its display will be the same flex and border will be 2 pixels solid, the same border of the same, and in margin top will be 20 pixels. Okay, and width will be 90% and gap will always be 10 per pixel. In their height will be 37 pixel, width will be 100% and border radius will be 6 pixels, good for me. And in their justify content and highlight item will also be the center, that's becoming a center. And after done this, I'm also gonna use text decoration to none and color, not color, it will be color will be white sorry, not white, actually black, actually kinda gray. Then I am gonna copy this line and gonna targeting the box icon, that's icons of everything, and its font size will be 1.3 em. Then I'm gonna also copying it again and cut the box icon and p tag targeting its font size. Font weight will be 600, that makes bolder, and in logins its background will be the same as border RGB. I used that and I'm also gonna copy the border of input and paste it. And if we click hover the links of A, and the background will be lighter mode than the main of A. So I'm gonna upgrading, so not border, in background I'm gonna upgrading it, and the RGB also, it's so black, I'm gonna upgrade it to kind of deeper. So if we can see, if we hover, that's a show, that's good. And last of all, we are gonna targeting the login class, and in there text align will be center, and margin top will be 5 pixels. It's too long, 3 pixels is good for me, so I'm gonna use 3 pixels margin top. And I'm gonna target login.a link, and its color will be black, and I am not gonna showing text decoration underline, but if I am gonna show it in hover. And in there font size will be font weight will be 700, that people can understand that it will be a link. Then in that I am gonna use hover. If we hover that text decoration, in there will be underline. If we hover their mouse on that, and transition will be 0.4 second is, and color I used RGB, so as you can see. So I am gonna remove the blue border of login form class login form, so I'm gonna remove it because that was a demo border for me. And I'm also gonna decrease the height to 600 pixels, and in login form justify content will be center. And in section border radius I'm gonna use 10 pixels. Then in body tag I'm gonna use a background, then it will be URL, and I have a background in my PC that I used, and in that no repeat center slash cover, that cover my background fully, the size of my background of the pic. Then I'm in section I'm gonna use backdrop filter to blur 10 pixels, that blurs my background of section. And I'm also gonna change the border of section, and gonna use RGBA 255 255 255 0.5. And I'm also gonna use box shadow to the section, and it will be 3 pixels from top and 2 pixels from left, and its Android radius will be 100 pixels, and its RGBA will be 0, 0, 0, 0.8. And I'm also gonna use again the same, but I will use in top and right will minus 30 pixels and minus 20 pixels. So as you can see, we are almost done with our coding and making. I should change the color of H2 login form to white, because I'm used a black background, that's what suits more. And I also should change the color of class text, like by signing up, that's one I also should change it. So I can found it's too many lines in there. Last of all I found it, and its color will be the same white. So as you can see, we're done. We have some hover effect in our button, and the other links I also have or I make it some kind of complicated, but whatever I made it. And I have 4 links that you can continue with other links. And last of all we have. So thanks for hearing my video, make sure to subscribe. So goodbye. Bye.